Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of The Guido Goes Off, where I'm going to be covering a lot of exciting wrestling, which will, of course, culminate with what we just saw, the WWE Royal Rumble pay-per-view. First, going to talk about the big shocker that came last night, actually early this morning, here in the States, um, from the New Beginnings, from New Japan's New Beginnings in Sapporo show. The big shocker of Kenny Omega dropping the IWGP United States Championship to Switchblade Jay White. And then what happened afterward, which was basically Cody Rhodes kicking the crap out of him. So, and then, it was interesting that, because it's causing that fracture in the Bullet Club, which I thought was going to happen this year. It was actually about time that happened this year. Of that, fracture or schism or trying to get new leadership in the Bullet Club. So I guess Cody's making his power play for the leadership of Bullet Club. Because like prior to it, you had Hangman Page, Marty Scurll, and the Young Bucks trying to keep it separated. Then Kenny pushed he pushed Matt Jackson. And then the Young Bucks walked off, and then Marty walked off, and then Hangman walked off, and then it was just left with Cody and Kenny. The ring. It looked like things were going well, and then Cody hit him with the crossroads. Then I guess Hangman came in, and they were going to beat him with, and Cody stole Kevin Kelly's chair and was going to beat him with it. And then Kota Ibushi comes making the save, saving his longtime friend. For those of you who don't know, Kota and Kenny teamed together in Japan's DDT promotion as the Young Lovers. I don't understand that. Or was it? Oh, Golden Lovers. No, it's Japan. Okay, so we had that happen. Then, of course, earlier the night, Saturday night, we had NXT TakeOver Philadelphia. Interesting show, but okay, I'm gonna go match by match on that. Okay, first match was a match for the tag team championships. Was the Authors of Pain versus the Undisputed Era, the team of Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. Very hard hitting affair. I noticed a lot of people didn't seem to enjoy it as much, but honestly, I thought it was good because it was competitive. I mean, you look at how dominant the Authors of Pain have been, and to have have Fish and O'Reilly doing their using their MMA backgrounds and attacking the legs. It was a smart move. And then this was a focal point of that. Trying to keep Akam. It was Akam they were working on. And then finally, Razor getting the tag, and then everything, you think everything's, it's going to go that way. Hitting the Super Collider, and then it just, and then Bobby Fish somehow, Hurricane Rotted, I think it was Hurricane Rotted Akam into Razor. Razor got knocked out. They got the roll up. 1, 2, 3. Your winners, and still NXT Tag Team Champions, the Undisputed Era. Like I said, that one was I think it was a good match. Because it was competitive. Which usually when you have the Authors of Pain, nothing is competitive. Because beefy dudes. Okay, second match of the night was Velveteen Dream taking on Cassius Ohno. Pretty much paint by numbers. as far as getting somebody, as far as getting the new guy Velveteen Dream over, which is the role they seem to have for Cassius Ohno, which is a good role for him to be in that spot to help work with the new talent. And like I said, it's paint by numbers, but it was a good paint by numbers match. You had, you hitting all the spots and that. I really can't say really much about it because it's really, it was what it was. Velveteen Dream winning the match, of course. Then you moved on to the NXT Women's Championship match. Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler. You're starting to see the holes in where where all this talent has left NXT. You're starting to see because I don't think Ember Moon has really gotten to where she needs to be to carry the division. And Shayna, although I appreciate her athleticism, I appreciate her background, where she's come from. She's pretty good at wrestling for only being in the business for around 3.5 years, but charisma vacuum. We've got women like, the Iconic Duo and Nikki Cross, where you feel for these women, but like I said, you get this. You just took 5 women out of NXT and have put them in the main roster. It just seems like all this time they do this every time. It's they can't really get, you can't get a woman with subtraction because you keep taking some of that established talent and just put them on the main roster, where, well, we all know what the main roster does. It was basically 10 minutes. A good majority of the match was 10 minutes of fighting an armbar, which that can be interesting and be dramatic, but in this case, it's just Ember won with a roll-up, retained the NXT Women's Championship. Then Shayna attacked her some more, worked back on that arm, and yeah. So all that happened. Sorry, they still got the network on. They're the WWE 24. This is where they're sneaking in the Hardys. Oh, look, there's Rebby. Anyway, so the next match was the Extreme Rules match between Adam Cole and Alistair Black. Oh, sorry, Bebe and Alistair Black. Which, for those of you who were wondering during Rumble why Adam Cole's ribs were taped up, if you watch the Extreme Rules match, you would know why. Because that match was a battle. A heck of a battle. Got interesting. Then, of course, the weapons came out. Fish and O'Reilly were, of course, trying to interfere. And then Sanity came out and kind of neutralized everything. And then, at the end, Cole was grabbing for that steel chair, and instead of him using the steel chair, he ate a black mass. Your winner, Alistair Black. Which leads to the main event. The NXT Championship match. Andrade Cien Almas defending against Johnny Gargano. If I'd have talked about this, I would... Literally, this match went exactly as I thought it would be. It went pretty long, but it was very competitive. Very um, you were on the edge of your seat because of how good this match was. Of course, it was how you would think it would be. Zillion interfered, and because we had because Candice LeRae, Johnny's wife, is at ringside, started beating, ended up beating up Zelina Vega, knocking her out. But then it's interesting because then almost won, and a lot of people are thinking like, yeah, the wrong man won, and I can totally I can understand that because you had all this build up for Johnny Gargano, and on all this, to have it right there, and then you don't have him win. And even with at the end, Ciampa came out and attacked Gargano. Like I said, everything went the way you would think this should go, except Johnny didn't win. So, your winner and still NXT champion Andrade Cien Almas. Okay, so moving on to the Royal Rumble card. Okay, if you I don't know, Boss Lady's here, a friend of ours is here, and so let's get into that. First match off of the kickoff show. Cruiserweight 6-man tag team action. Yes, they're back on the pre-show again because we can't have nice things. It was a team of, I guess it was team Cruiser Lucha, I guess, because you had Kalisto, Grand Metalik, and Lince Dorado on one team versus the team of TJP, Jack Gallagher, and Drew Gulak. And
it's a warm-up match.
Yeah, and that's the problem, though. The Cruiserweight division, had done so well. I know you got a couple of things happening. And, gotta plug in the computer. Hold on.
We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Yep. Always expecting technical difficulties. Okay. And so, Kalisto hitting the Selena Del Sol and TJP. So your winners, the team of Kalisto, Grand Metalik, and Lince Dorado. So then we went to the match, which it was Gallows and Anderson versus the Revival. I really didn't watch this match that much.
It wasn't that good.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
It really wasn't that good. You didn't miss much. It was sort of a warm-up match.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
If that.
Yeah. The Revival won, right? and with the Revival winning, so it's.
Yeah, it's nothing to write home about.
Yeah.
It's done.
Okay. Fine. All right. So I guess we'll just move on to the main event, the kickoff main event, which was the Bobby Roode doing a U.S. Championship Open Challenge, challenging anybody to come down, and who came down but Captain Red Bull and Cocaine himself, Mojo Rawley. So so that happened, and pretty much that happened. As Mojo being Mojo, but he still lost. Your winner, still United States champion, Bobby Roode. Not really surprised. No real surprises as far as the kickoff show is concerned. Moving on to the main body of the card, we started out on the SmackDown side. You had the started out with the 2-on-1 handicap match for the WWE Championship. AJ Styles defending against both Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Bit of controversy at the end of this match, very similar to the controversy. There's a lot of tag teams controversies going on SmackDown, which
could be quite interesting if done right.
Yeah, it could, but remember, SmackDown's doing it doggy style, so it won't.
You mean like Nikki Bella?
No. Road Dogg's like the head of
okay.
Yeah. Still not as much gratification. Still no gratification than either. But anyway, So I mean, you had your good teamwork. You had your, AJ being AJ. But the reason why there's controversy is, he pinned AJ pinned the wrong guy because when you saw him reaching towards at the end. Sammy was trying to reach to tag Kevin Owens. He never made the tag. He threw Sammy out, and then he did a roll up and pinned Kevin Owens. So you have another SmackDown tag situation where the legal man wasn't pinned. And so it's going to be interesting how they're going to fix this because it's, Okay, moving on to the 2 out of 3 falls match. The Usos defending the tag team championships against against Shelton Benjamin Chad Gable. I'm sorry, it's just Royal Rumble night, always a lot to get through.
And we focus a lot on the Rumble nights.
Yeah, we focus more on money, get our money.
Yeah.
I'll explain that here in a second. I think it's one of the first times I've ever seen a 2 out of 3 falls match end in 2 straight falls. And they were almost in quick succession. Usos retaining. It could have been better. I mean, you got the caliber of athletes in that match. It should have been better. But I can understand if you're trying to save some time for the Rumbles. And like I said, winners with 2 straight falls is still the SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions, the Usos. The next match, the Men's Rumble match. We got some interesting surprises in there.
Do you need to pull up the list, Keith?
No, not really.
Okay.
I didn't think a lot. I didn't expect Rey Mysterio being back for it.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. The Hurricane was funny, which also, because of if you ever watched Real Honesty with John Ritland, I was part of his Rumble pool. Whatever number I drew, I could not complain about that person for 6 months, but we probably won't see the Hurricane again for 6 months. So.
But luckily, it was the Hurricane and not John Cena, because if it was John Cena, that would be the toughest thing for Keith ever.
Yeah, and I actually had money on John Cena. John Cena was one of my draws in our Rumble pool, and so had to
clean house.
I had to root for John Cena. John Cena made me money, so we're all good for right now. Not a shocker. Got the odds maker. Nakamura wins.
Yay.
Yes, yay indeed. Because
it's going to be it's sweet, and it's about time he got validation and he won.
Yeah, because exactly.
Because every other match he's been in, it's like he's gotten the crapped on. Yet now he's got a shot at WrestleMania, so it's going to be interesting who his partner's going to be.
Wait, what partner?
Who he faces.
It's probably going to be AJ Styles.
Oh, that's a good match.
Yeah, if you ever seen Wrestle Kingdom 10, you know that's going to be a good match. I guess the part where Naomi's entrance, feel the glow. Remember, folks, if the glow lasts more than 4 hours, consult your physician.
And, of course, we have the yearly tradition, Kofi.
Yes, of course.
Gets thrown out, gets back in
the
usual way, and gets thrown out again.
He was... you ever feel bad? I felt bad for Heath Slater.
Yeah, he was like, what?
I think he was like number 5 in, and everybody was beating his ass.
Yeah, and he was one of the guys I had for the drawing, too. It was like he was the Rumble's whipping boy.
I don't know which was worse, getting beat up by everybody coming down the aisle or getting force-fed Big E's crotch cakes.
Ew! You don't want to know where those have been.
You know where those have been. Why do you think I called them crotch cakes? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, we're going to move on.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Shinsuke coming out at number 14 for those of you playing at home. So he's one of the rare wrestlers to win out of the teens. Of course, when Reigns came out, Reigns came out at 27, didn't he?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Which is the most prolific spot in Rumble history. But, let's see here. Like I said, some good surprises. It was really fun. The crowd was really into it.
We were really into it.
Yes, this house was really into it. I keep forgetting. Okay, who did I drew? The modern day Maha Get Off My TV.
Yep.
I drew John Cena. Oh, and Titus O'Neil. Those were my 3 draws for the Rumble. Yay. Okay, but your winner, Shinsuke Nakamura. Good thing. Hopefully, good things are gonna come from this. So, yay. Moving on. The crowd just died after that for the Raw Tag Team Championship match. Which Raw 3 out of 4 members had been in the Rumble. You had Sheamus and Cesaro, the Bar. I don't have somebody else to help me with this, so I gotta do it both myself. Versus the tag team champions Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan. It was pretty much Sheamus and Cesaro versus Seth Rollins because Jason Jordan had an owie and set up pretty much the majority of the match. And of course, Seth's a great competitor, but it's still 1 against 2. Your winner, and unfortunately the numbers game caught up. Your winners and new Raw Tag Team Champions, Sheamus and Cesaro. Any thoughts?
Really, we kind of, in all honesty, us girls kind of tuned out after.
I think. Well, I mean, then that's the thing. The crowd checked out. It's just, clearly this was, usually your death spot's right before the main event.
Yeah.
But this match was in a very unenviable position.
It was right before.
It was right after the Rumble.
And before the Women's Rumble, which I think a lot of people have been waiting for a long time.
Yeah.
If what Guido says is true.
I try to make sure what I say is true. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Anyway, but yeah, it was just, the crowd felt dead, and things are just not working out in there. And then of course, Jason Jordan, because why? Anyway, and so your next match. Universal Championship Triple Threats. Brock Lesnar defending against Braun Strowman and Kane. I can sum this up in 5 words. Fuck you, I'm Brock Lesnar. That's pretty much the end result, is what of this match. It's just, it takes beating, Brock takes a hellacious beating, all that, and then, I came back, I cannot be stopped. Fuck you, I'm Brock Lesnar. Fuck you, I'm Brock Lesnar. It basically it's prototypical Brock Lesnar match.
Show up, do 5 minutes of work, get paid, hurt somebody, go home.
Yeah, especially because there's a time where Braun hit Brock with his knee. Actually, it's more the meaty thigh part, which is probably incidental. But what wasn't incidental was that punch to the freaking temple.
Yeah. Exactly. It's
All
like
all I can say is this: if Lesnar's contract expires after WrestleMania, good, because we don't need him again.
no, we don't.
We have an extremely talented roster. We don't need people like that. But like I said, it was pretty much fuck you and Brock Lesnar. Moving on, the main event, the Women's Royal Rumble match.
Woo-hoo! Boss Lady enjoyed this one.
Yes. I wish I could say the same because some of the people that were in it. Why? Tori Wilson, Kelly.
Michelle McCool, or also known as Mrs. Undertaker.
Yeah. Oh, the Undertaker chant while she was out, kind of clued it in. But I'm not gonna lie. Tori Wilson couldn't wrestle 15 years ago.
However, there was some awesome.
Yeah, there was awesome ones. I mean,
Trish Stratus.
Trish, Lita, Molly Holly.
You want to bet her school kids aren't going to mess with her?
Oh
no! They were watching that match.
Yeah, getting to see the Molly go around, and of course, in this house, we were rooting for Sasha Banks to be eliminated quickly
because she cost us our page.
Yeah,
because it should have been Paige's moment. She has fought for this for years. She was the one that suggested this, not Stephanie McMahon. I'm sorry if I'm so passionate about it. It's just this was Paige's moment to shine. This was her moment in the sun, and all because Sasha Banks said, "Oh, you can't do that. I want it." So
the boss lady goes off, but yeah, it's people were. I think Paige was right to this.
I agree.
Yeah, this was what she fought for.
Yeah, she was the one.
And she has to sit on the sidelines.
Yeah, all because Sasha Banks threw a temper tantrum and said, "Well, if I can't be a part of it, you can't be a part of it."
Now, I know there's people who are saying you can't blame Sasha Banks. This is America. I can do what I want.
And if you don't like her opinion, don't watch the show.
Fair enough. We're gonna move. I mean, of course, business picked up once Asuka showed up, and you knew what was gonna happen after that.
But I will give the boss lady's comic relief of the night, Vicky Guerrero.
Oh yeah.
The only time women agree on something.
We stood up and applauded Vicky. Because don't get me wrong. Yeah, Vicky was annoying with the character, but she's a wonderful lady. Yeah, just having her in that. I'm surprised she did it in heels.
Yeah.
I was worried she's gonna turn an ankle. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, gropey Vince. And yeah, so you've got that, and so yeah.
And it was nice seeing Jacqueline too.
Oh yeah, you had Jacqueline back. Of course, Trish Stratus at number 30. Everyone's worried. Oh my god, it's gonna be Ronda Rousey. And Ronda Rousey saying, "Oh, I'm in Central America filming a movie."
And Beth Phoenix came back.
Beth Phoenix as well. She was one of my draws.
Yeah.
She failed me.
And I believe the shortest eliminated of the night, Lana.
Poor Lana.
No, actually. Break. No, it was Lana. She was eliminated pretty fast.
No, I mean, yeah. I think Lana, deserves. I feel bad for Lana most of the time because honestly, because they tried to get her to wrestle. She was doing fairly well, and then they just cut the cord on it.
I know. Now, the boss lady's least favorite two of the night, that gruesome twosome.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The dime store diva.
Twin. Yeah. Yeah, the whole, okay, why are you on my TV? Anyway, so, yeah. Because, they were, the top three, the final three was the Bella Twins and Asuka. And then, of course, Nikki turned on Brie because, she wishes Brie had died in the womb.
But also, Bree's got something Nikki never will. A wee one.
I still remember that good old joke.
Yep.
Hey, Nikki, what's the difference between you and Raw? Raw has a ring. Hey, look, Steph finally got wood.
As you can tell, we are not Sasha or Bella Twin fans around this house.
You think? Honey, we had a Nikki Bella joke counter.
Speaking of which, what was that counter at?
Last time I checked, it was on 3,417.
That's it. I thought between you and Mike, I thought that would have been a lot more.
Mike hasn't been here. I have to carry this all in my own weight. Yeah.
True. You and John have racked up a few.
And so then, Asuka wins. So the first Women's Royal Rumble winner in history. And then the champions came in. Screw you, Road Dogg. The champions came in, and then all of a sudden, Bad Reputation hits. Out comes Ronda Rousey. That starts pointing to the WrestleMania sign. Yeah. Kind of underwhelming for a debut. I mean, she was at least throwing hands at somebody.
Yeah, or at least showed up to at least maybe a match. But knowing them, they're probably going to save her.
They're working on it. They're working on it.
She'll probably debut at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But I think my favorite thing of the night was the Women's Rumble match. They definitely need to do it again next year.
Yes, they do.
Because it adds, and hopefully, if our prayers are with us, Paige will be in there next year.
Well, here's hoping.
Yeah.
Hope for the best, prepare for the worst, expect the unexpected, where are my nachos? Anyway, I just wish the Women's Rumble needed to be more competitive.
Yeah.
I mean, the Men's Rumble, you got the surprises, and then you had Andrade Cien Almas and, Adam Cole, Bebe, showing up in the Rumble, and that. But the thing was, it just seemed like, for the most part, the Women's Rumble was a nostalgia trip. It was basically like Raw 25 all over again.
They introduced...
don't get me wrong. You're seeing some
matches.
of those. You're seeing some of those competitors who, it's interesting to see them working with,
the younger.
Because you're talking.
Roster.
You're talking about like Jacqueline and Molly Holly and Trish and Lita. Those were your top tier, back in the day, and
And now to see them coming
and having them work with the current crop, which.
Because you could have some pretty sweet matches.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't think a lot of them are full time.
Yeah. Well, still, a lot of these matches some people have probably done just on the video game, the WWE video games.
Yeah.
Well, tonight they may have gotten to see a few of because some of these young crop of women wrestlers grew up watching the Lita, the Trishas, and it's like the fact to get to be in the ring with them.
Yeah. Yeah, especially.
It's like, this is a childhood wish come true.
Yeah.
And like I said, as the boss lady, I liked it.
Oh yeah, it's history, but yeah. My only issue with it was it just seems too much of a nostalgia trip, putting too much emphasis on these past women. But don't get me wrong, it's great to see them. Trish still looks like she could fit into the division, which would actually be interesting because,
yeah,
honestly, I wonder how Trish would go against like the modern talent. It could be interesting because
Asuka, Trish versus Asuka. Oh, that would be a beautiful match.
But yeah, so Asuka won per the predictions, per the odds makers, and all that. It's interesting. So in the birthplace of American liberty, two Japanese wrestlers won the respective Royal Rumbles.
Which we were all a little.
All right, that's those the odds, And it's kind of who I thought was going to win.
Yeah.
It makes all of it makes sense. There's making sense in making moments, and like that made sense, but I don't know about making moments. It just felt the women's rumble felt a little underwhelming to me. I think there should have been more NXT talent. I mean, you had Ember Moon come in, but like you're talking about Ember Moon who went 20 minutes with Shayna Baszler, and then you had her standing off with Asuka. And let's face facts, Ember Moon couldn't beat Asuka when she was healthy.
Yeah. I noticed that she was taped up. It's like, why did they even put her in the ring if she couldn't wrestle?
Yeah, it's wrestling reasons. I mean, you could have had Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, or maybe Nikki Cross come out. Something, anything.
Yeah, I like that idea.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my thoughts. Takeover was good, except for that women's match. It did kind of
stale.
Yeah, it's most honestly they need to actually take time and build these stars and make sure that when you call people up, you have a group that is ready to go. I just don't know if Ember Moon's ready to carry the division.
Well, I don't know either.
And that's the thing. I don't know if she's got. I mean, Kairi Sane showing up in the Rumble, so maybe she can get in there.
Yeah.
Which Kairi's just been a house of fire. I mean that elbow drop is a thing of beauty. That just.
I agree.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful.
Oh yeah, that elbow drop is a thing of beauty. But anyway, so that's my thoughts on the Royal Rumble and NXT TakeOver Philly. What do you guys think? As always, let me know in the comment section below. You guys know my Twitter handle by now, so you can talk to me there. I am probably losing my voice tomorrow, so don't expect me to talk and try to do a show. But as always, please like this channel, share it with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. We just got up to 63 followers last time I checked. Thank you guys very much. Well, we've got 70 days according to the counter. Get the WrestleMania counter now. 70 days until WrestleMania, and the goal is 100 subscribers. So, please share this show. You guys make it worth doing. So, until next time, I am the Guido, and I think we're done here.